Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna tie up some streamers tonight. Same pattern that I've been tying, just a few different colors. Start off with some 107 denier, GSP, GFS. You don't have any, I suggest you go to the website, flysmith.co, and order some. Your life will never be the same. That is, if you like GSP. I use GSP for these streamers because I've got some toothy predators here in Hawaii. Get some light on the situation here. All right. Oh, what's up, brother? Happy belated Christmas to you, my friend. Come all the way back here because I'm going to tie in some flashing back here. It's a Hawaiian style fly, deceiver style. Use these to catch trevally. Big, small, all different kinds of fish. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. All right, so this fly is going to be mainly orange and brown. So I have this wonderful uni mylar, and it's peacock on one side and orange on the other, which is great. Yosh, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Appreciate it. I'm going to tie this in here. Got a new bait caster yesterday. Right on, bro. Let's go. I was wanting to plan a trip to Kiribati. Oh, yeah, there's lots there. Hello, Zendu. Welcome. There we go. I'm going to bring this up here, put a little whip finish on it, put it off to the side, and then I'll put this flashing on here, or mylar, as it's called, like so. I'm not really worried until I go back up about how nice it is. Which it covers now. Bring it all the way up. Most of this is up here is going to get covered, but I just bring it all the way up because whatever does pop through will be nice and shiny. Like so. All right, drop it. Take that out of the way. One more, and I can let that go like so. Come on now. There we go. I like to give it a couple here, and then I don't waste a whole lot. What I'll do is I'll come back and I'll wrap it back around, and I'll bring the thread with it. Back to my tie-in point, which is going to be right at the tip of the hook itself. Back around. And, whoop, come on now. There you go. Right there. Cut off my excess. Come around. Tie that down. And this, like I said, I'm going to bring it right almost to the point. There we go. I'm stopping in, learning some new techniques. Who's this? Oh yeah, Yosh. Real hand cuts and been doing live, so I gotta watch and learn somehow. He hasn't been going live. I know. He's been ever since he got his house. He's been really busy. So what I do, because this is made for salt and toothy critters, and I hate when barracuda hit it because they tear it up. So I try to make it as strong as possible. So down here, this part is all going to be exposed. I like to put a little bit of flow resin on there. Just, creates a little bit of a barrier. Then up on this part of the shank, I like to put a little bit of super glue. I don't use the resin because the resin gets, it's a hard glossy surface. And then it'll, yeah, the fly will fail as you tie, because you don't want to tie on to something that's smooth and glossy as much as possible. So I'll throw some super glue on here, like so. And while that's doing its thing, I'm going to get what I call the stabilizer. Aiden Hoover, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. So this is, I call it the stabilizer. This basically supports the saddle hackle that I put on. Kind of helps it from fouling around the hook shank. Or I should say the hook, not the hook shank. So this fly, the key to this fly is sparse. The sparser it is, the more its effect. So as you can see, that's too much bucktail. Fly is going to be about 3.5 inches long. I have got my material holder there, kind of a marker for me. So I'm going to bring this bucktail because the actual wings, the tail feathers, are going to be right at this holder. I'm going to bring my bucktail right about there. Snip off what I don't need. Now I want to save some because I have to build this head up. Check it again. Still a little long, but that's okay. All right. Take out any small loose fibers. Hey, Jack. Jack Prepper, what's happening? Happy belated Christmas, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. All right. So I don't want it to flare too much. Like I said, this is more of a stabilizer than anything. So I'll put a couple of loose wraps, and I'm gonna get it to where I want it. I don't want it to go all the way around. I want it like 3/4 of the way. I don't know if you can. You see that channel there? You want that channel because it traps air as it's on the water. Then I'm gonna bring my wraps up. I'm not too worried about anything. Before I get any further, I'm gonna cut the excess off like so. Like I said, I'm building up the head, so I'm not really worried about all the excess. So I'm gonna put a resin mylar and resin head on here. Now, as I come back, I'm gonna cinch down. I'm gonna make sure this is nice and tight. And like I said, the beauty of this GSP is it's strong. I mean, I can lift the whole vise up with it. And it moves this hook. This hook is a 2/0 or dual hook. All right, so I can control right there, control my flare. That's about where I want it, right there. Now I'm gonna come in some more crazy glue. Yeah, we're not there yet. We haven't gotten to the head, but I'll move this. Thank you for letting me know. There we go. All right, I'm gonna throw some super glue on here. I said toothy critters, just extra confidence. While that's drying, I'll come back and trim off any strays. I'm not really worried about them because they're gonna get covered. Stop. Sorry about that. Stop it. All right. Oh yeah, Garrett. Right on. Great minds think alike, I guess, huh? Right. So next thing I'm gonna do is come in first set of feathers. This is just hairline, Chinese saddle hackle, orange. This is what 5 to 7 inch. Choose a couple of really nice feathers here, preferably opposites. Those are nice. Two. There we go. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe, please, if you like what you're seeing. My email is in the description. You got any questions or inquiries? You want to buy some flies or whatever? Shoot me an email. I just got a new vise. The only problem with it is it's almost impossible to open to put a hook in because it's so heavy duty. What kind of vise is it, Garrett? right. So like I said, the tip of these sets of feathers are going to be right where my materials. A little bit past there is fine. Tie it in. Get rid of this excess. I don't need it. Same thing on the other side. Kind of match it up. Called a new brand new Owen. Okay, it's called bison flies. Never heard of it. Interesting. Right, get that tied in. Good thing about GSP, can really cinch down on it. All right, so there's that. So now I'm gonna come in with my kinky fibers. This is called Deep Tan. And the reason why I'm using Deep Tan is because my next set of feathers will be brown. So very, very sparse amount. Very sparse. Key to the, like I said, the key to this fly is keeping it sparse. This is kinky fibers with flash already mixed in. Really, really good stuff. I also blend my own colors sometimes. All right. I'll bring this in on the top. About the same length as a bucktail. 2 loose wraps. Push it down. Spread it right around the top there. Cut your excess off, but I'm going to cut it off way up here because, like I said, I'm building up bulk for the head. And keep my other half because I'll use that for the next part of the fly that I tie in. All right, make sure this is real nice. It's not twisting all over the place. And go ahead, get this tied in, like so. Come back. Boom, that's all you need right there. Like so. Yes, I love my Zeddy. I love this vice. It is, yeah. Everything about this vice is wonderful. All right, so now I'm going in with my next set of feathers. Some more Chinese saddle hackle, but this is called Fiery Brown. Two feathers, kind of the same. Right, yeah. So this one, I'm gonna tie Instead of tying it in the middle, I'm going to tie it a little bit high. And I'm not going to make it as long. I'm going to make it to probably about there. All right. That's about right. And these I'm going to kind of tie in straight across. You'll see at the end the blend. And bring it at the same length. Dusted. How you doing, brother? Merry late Christmas, my friend. There. Yep. And sometimes they want to twist on you like that. And that's okay. Come back. Because they have a mind of their own sometimes. But I am in charge, not you, Mr. Feather. So there. Oh, wise guy, huh? There you go. Woo, 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 as Curly would say. All right. Don't worry about it sticking out like that. It'll lay down. We'll be fine. Once you put super glue on there. All right, so take some more of this beautiful kinky fiber. Get your taper in right where you want it. Remember what I said, sparse is the key. Stringer, what's happening, brother? If I don't see your guys' comment, I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus on the fly. Forgive me. Two loose wraps. Splay it out a little bit. Let it help you put that feather down. Feather wants to fly away. All right, like so. Cut this excess again. Get it tied in up here. Building up my head, like I said before. All right. I'm going to build up a nice base here before I put my super glue on. All right. Super glue. EK242 edits. Hello. Kanoa, how's it? Welcome in, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Tying up some papio flies. I know, long time. All right, so now I'm gonna come in on the bottom, sparse, like I said before. On the bottom, gonna be a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna take some of that orange and I'm gonna mix them with gray. This is 107 GSP Fly Smith. 105, excuse me, not 107. 105 or 107? 10. Where is it? There it is. 105. But it's super, super strong. So, as you can see, put everything here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Dustin. And I use saltwater hooks, which are kind of thick and heavy, so I don't worry about putting any weight on there. They 99% of the time they keel straight, real nice. Hey, Mike, welcome in, brother. Thank you for stopping in. Happy belated Christmas to you, brothers. To everybody. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Right. Same thing as I did on the top. I need to build up the head, so I'm going to cut off my excess right there instead of cutting it flush because I need that. Come right back up, get my build up there, and then I'll cinch down as I come back. Like so. All right, now I'm going to start getting the top of the fly a little bit darker. So I'll take this tan color and I'm going to mix it with some coffee, what they call coffee. Really cool. It's about the same color as the second set of feathers that I put in there. And it's just a little darker than the other one, which is exactly what I want. Blend those together. I want those lighter highlights blended in with that dark because it's the top of the fly, it's the top of the fish, bait fish imitation. As you can see, there's a lot of real estate up there, and I do that on purpose because I'm going to build a nice resin head. Trust the process, as they say. So, yep, right about there. A little bit more, it's a little bit thicker, but still deceiver thin, which I'll show you. The profile is very thin. I'll show you at the end. And everybody has their own way of doing things. I'm not saying my way is the best way, but by any means, I'm just sharing some of my mana'o, some of my knowledge with all of you. Right on, Kanoa. I see you. Take care, ba. Tight lines, ba. Good luck. All right. So the last thing I want to do is I want to put some bleeding gills in there. So take just a hair of red. Very, very little. And I'm going to V-tie it in here. Like so. Like that. Make sure everything's right where you want it. Get a nice tight wrap on everything. Just beautiful GSP. If you don't know already, go to Brian's website, man. He has some awesome, awesome, awesome stuff that you can't find anywhere else. And everything is quality. All right, so now I'm going to finish this off. And I'm going to change threads.
This holiday, Verizon is giving you and savings you'll enjoy all year when you switch with your four new What's the new? That's right. Get four lines.
Sorry about my dogs. Hey, shh. It's just the neighbors. Come on now. All right. This is more mainly for the head that I'm going to put on. This is the Fly Smith 144 denier. Traditional thread. I don't know if you guys can see how wonderful this thread is, but it's freaking amazing. All right. Last thing I need to do is I need to put some flash on there on the side, or like fish scale. So I think I am going to use that. Yeah. Right down the middle on both sides. About the length of my orange feathers. So. One on the top. Don't ask me why. I guess it's just something I came up with. I always put one on the top. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think it'll work for steelhead? Cool. All right. And now I use another piece of mylar, and this is what I'm going to use to wrap the head. Or fish scale mylar. I can't remember what it's exactly what it's called. But anyway, and of course, before I start that process, as you can see, sometimes it's kind of wonky up here. So what I have learned to do is take these pliers and kind of flatten everything so that when I do wrap, it doesn't want to slide all over the place. It's going to slide a little bit, but not too bad. So I'll do it like this, and I'll put a little bit of glue on there. Or I should say, Sally Hansen's. This is just to kind of hold it in place until I put my resin on. Also helps to lock everything in. Like there, it just slid on me, but that's okay. Back up again. And one more time, we're going to wrap it around like so. Bingo. I don't care if it doesn't look even or anything because all that's going to get covered by resin. All right. Double check everything is nice. That's right where I want it. Put my whip finish on here. I mean, I don't know if you guys are seeing how awesome this freaking thread is, man. Bingo. I like it. Now I'm going to put my eyeballs on. And I'm going to use gold and black. All right, good enough. A dab of thin resin just to secure the eyeballs. I use mostly the majority of the head. I use thick resin, thick hard resin. The majority of it. This is, like I said, just to secure those eyeballs so they don't move on me while I'm doing the rest. Grab my handy dandy Fly Smith bodkin. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. I said this is just securing those eyeballs. So I take my thick resin and I'm going to start in the back. Kind of put a little bit of a collar that locks everything in and builds things up. Use that wonderful rotary. That's what it's there for. Like so. You put a dab on one eyeball and a dab on the other eyeball on the bottom and on the top. That's the majority of everything. Now you start doing this. Kind of evens things out a little bit, and it's nice and thick so you can work with it. You don't have to worry about it running all over the place. Put the resin where you need it. Try to get it close to what you want, but don't worry about getting it perfect because this is a multi-step thing. That's my dog you hear in the background. The old man. He's deaf. So he just barks like that every once in a while. All right. Now I'm going to still use the thick resin. I'm going to use it with a brush. Just coat everything. And you can see it's all wonky and funky, right? You see that eyeball? It's what the brush is for. And this stuff really lays out nicely, so don't worry. We got one more coat to go. It'll fill everything in. Main thing, you're going to get some protection on the eyeballs. All right. Centrifugal motion. G forces. It also, when you put the light on it and you spin it around, you make sure you get everything cured. All right, and as you can see, there's still little imperfections. Not trying. I'm worried about catching fishermen and not fish. Fish don't care. But now I use thin, and I'm just gonna go around the whole fly with this thin resin. Put a nice amount on there. See how see how it runs. See how thin that thin resin just runs all over. But if you get the basic shape on there, thanks, Dusted. Appreciate it, my friend. Soft bait? No soft bait. I don't understand what you mean. And last but not least, I like to use this. It's like putting a coat of Sally Hansen's on there. It just makes it pop. It's the flow resin, super thin, super thin. You don't need much, but I like to put it on there and just make sure that I got everything covered. Oh, I got some resin in the head, in the eyes. No! Guess what? Boop! Pop goes a weasel. The fly smith. Yeah. Spin it around. Bingo. Ready to fish? I mean, you could take it in the water right now. I would, set it in the sun for about an hour or so just to cure. Even better. That's it. My friends, is the papio fly or trevally fly that we use here. It's on a 2/0 O'Dual hook. Very circly hook, so you don't have to set it. Uh, 90% of the time, it'll hook the fish right where you want it, right on the corner of the mouth. Very strong hook. This is a Maruto hook. Real popular here. All right. Thank you, my friends. There it is. Now we'll get it wet. You see how it looks wet. Oh, yeah. Nice little streamer. Same pattern as this one. Same exact pattern. It's just different colors. And you look down the middle, you can see like there's a channel there. You want that channel, especially with these fibers, because that kind of keeps things afloat. Thanks, Kanoa. All right. That's it, gang. That's tonight's version. Puppy Allures. Thanks for stopping in. Like, share, and subscribe. God bless all of you. Thanks. Hey, Armand, bye, Billy. Nice. Thank you, Ruben. Thanks for seeing you, brother. Thanks, Dustin. Love you, man. Oh yeah, there's the profile. As you can see, it's very, very skinny. All right, take care, everybody. God bless. I'll be on tomorrow, probably about this time, Kano. All right, good night, everybody. God bless. Hui ho, malama pono, kia koa pu.